The search for the right skincare can be exhausting. We don't know who to trust, and it can be expensive. Some products just don't make a difference at all. Introducing Ikonique, a world leader in scientific skincare technology with a unique promise. Formulated by cosmetics industry expert Julian Jones, this premium skincare line incorporates the best international skincare science. Each product in the Ikonique treatment range includes Epitensive, a revolutionary epidermal growth factor. The trials showed that Epitensive can reduce the appearance of skin aging by up to 10 years. Combined with cutting-edge peptides, Ikonique utilizes microemulsion and molecular film technology to optimize ingredient delivery and efficacy while ensuring a luxurious silky texture. Better still, Ikonique's exclusive formulations actively adapt to the needs of sensitive skin. They are also preventative, targeting the signs of aging before they appear. Whether you seek visible wrinkle reduction, lasting hydration.
Welcome everybody, we are live this afternoon, this Friday afternoon. It's an Ikonique show, or as we like to call it, Julian's Angels here today. We've got the full team here with us because it is a very, very, very special show for one, camera four, camera one, camera four. Sorry, here we go. We are live. It's normally Carla that makes that mistake.
It's true.
It is true, Julian.
Bad habits.
But today, I know, you know what? That's right. I've picked up her bad habits. We're excited because we are launching a new product. And
Yes.
It never gets more exciting than when we launch a new product. And this, as someone with an uneven skin tone, someone with pigmentation, someone with melasma, someone with pregnancy mask, someone whose skin really struggles to look like an even canvas, it's vitamin C. But what I'm excited and thrilled to tell you all, normally with vitamin C, you would need to increase the amount of sunscreen you use. Now, we still recommend you use a sunscreen, but we're talking about a form of vitamin C that doesn't sensitize your skin to the sun. So for those of you that say, I want to use vitamin C, I know it's brightening, I know it's refining, I know after about 32, it is a must-have in every skincare routine, particularly for mature skin, but I've been worried about that sun sensitivity. Well, here we have a form of vitamin C that means you don't have to increase your sun cover. So I'm so excited to introduce this product. This is the launch. So you're currently watching us live if you're watching us this Friday afternoon. If you're watching on Saturday, if you're watching on Sunday, I don't know when you'll be watching this show. I can't guarantee the stock on this because it is a brand new product from Ikonique. And what we're doing today is we're talking a little bit about aging. We're talking about using different skincare lines because it is a minefield. Why Ikonique? Everyone has their own favorites, their own favorite skincare products, what will work for you. But we will be talking a lot about vitamin C and why it's important. Here's the other thing that I need to tell you. This can go with any skincare line. So if you're not using Ikonique, you're using another brand and you want to, and you're not using vitamin C, my goodness, you need to be using vitamin C, but if you're not using it somewhere in your skincare routine, you can slot this in with any brand or any line. It is a standalone product. But the man behind it, Julian Jones, I just want you all to know that when we launched Ikonique, it was our first skincare brand to launch here, just full skincare brand, not cosmetics/skincare, but full skincare brand to launch here at Openshop. A lot of us knew Julian for many years in the skincare industry. He not only speaks and gives lectures about skincare and skincare ingredients, he has been behind a lot of brands out there on the market, but this is his brand. So Ikonique is his baby. It's been years and years in the making, but what makes it so special is that game-changing ingredient, and that's the Epitensive, and it's here in your vitamin C serum. So finally, a brightening product that we can use that doesn't increase our sensitivity to the sun. I want to introduce all the girls. Before I get to Julian, we've got Katrina here. Now, when I talk to Katrina, I have to talk because I can't hear her because my hair's on this side and I can't turn my head. So when Katrina speaks, I'll be like this. So it's a bit weird, guys, but just sorry, I cannot do anything about it. We can't think of everything, can we, Katrina?
No, we can't. Sorry.
We try. We've got the beautiful Corinne here, Corinne, and we've got the gorgeous Sue. Now, there is something I do need to tell you all about Sue.
Ooh.
Sue, up until last week, thought that the screen behind us was wallpaper. And she thought every time she came in, she thought, who is changing all this wallpaper?
And how good are they?
And they should be on the block. She was like, what? This is amazing. And it was only, Sue, when did you realise it was an LED, an electronic screen behind us?
Last
what
week.
was it last week? What was the giveaway?
I got up close and I could see all the little lights.
I thought it was the ghosts and all the Halloween stuff moving.
It was.
Like, how do they make that wallpaper move?
But it was the day before.
It was the day before Halloween. Bless you, Sue. It is now officially my favourite story of all time.
It's a good one.
And we love Sue. Julian.
Yes.
Ikonique. What a hit it's been here at Openshop. It's affordable. It's natural.
Yep.
It works.
Yep.
It's simple.
Yep.
Everybody's loved it. And the only thing that was missing was vitamin C.
You're right, it was missing, and it is an absolutely crucial part of a good skincare regime. Very important. Vitamin C is used internally. We know how great it is in your diet, but it's also equally important for skincare. And one of the reasons for that is that any vitamin C you take internally, whether it be by oranges or blueberries or wherever it comes from, the skin is the thing furthest away from your insides.
It gets like the tiniest drop of it.
If any, right? The brain, the heart, you know, all those selfish organs.
Yes.
And the poor old skin sitting there going, what about me? Anyway, what we do when we apply vitamin C topically from the outside in, the skin gets it first.
And we're going to talk about why it's so important to have vitamin C in your routine. But first, let's talk a little bit about Julian. I've known him for a very long time.
Well, not that long.
Not that long.
You're quite young.
I'm 25,
exactly.
so, you know.
Maybe.
Let's take a look. But Julian's, you always bring up my age, Julian, every time we're on the show. I know. But just drop it, Julian, because then I have to make a joke about how old I am. Julian Jones's biography, 35
Talking
years.
About age, 35
I know.
Do the math,
I just saw that and I thought, and they've used the word veteran.
Yeah.
Like, unless,
That's a bit
seriously,
rough,
guys, unless you've been to war, drop the word veteran,
I'll have to have
honestly.
a chat to Jason about that.
Jason, just get the liquid paper out. The founder of, he's saying, I didn't write it. Founder of Ikonique, international skincare lecturer and consultant, general manager there of Salcott, the general manager, blah, 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 blah.
And
really,
part-time Charlie to Charlie's Angel.
you are. And Julian, you love skincare. I mean, you are a skincare nerd. You love the ingredients. You travel to the top manufacturers around the world that manufacture these ingredients.
I do.
So you know the best. And that's why when you came out with your own range, it came with a promise. What's the promise from Ikonique?
Well, it's very simple, Justine. Ikonique, the treatment products within the Ikonique range, will give you skin that looks and feels up to 10 years younger in 28 days with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Now, I can't say that unless I know it's true because I'd go broke, basically. But the ingredients that we have, many of which are unique to our formulations, you won't find them anywhere else, anywhere in the world. Unique to us, a unique combination that give those kind of powerful results. 28 days, less than a month.
You have your 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So, and remember, if you're purchasing with us, I know we haven't given you any information on how to purchase yet, and we'll do that shortly, but there's your promise. The Ikonique treatment products will deliver up to 10 years of visible skin rejuvenation in 28 days. It's a powerful promise. It's the man that's backing the promise is authentic and integrous, and we're very proud to have him here at Openshop. Julian, just before we give them the details on your vitamin C creme, my goodness, the sun sensitivity. You know, this is what's held people back. Firstly though, why vitamin C?
So vitamin C is scientifically very well understood. The molecule of vitamin C is well understood. It's an antioxidant. It helps with the collagen and elastin boosting. It's almost like a one-stop ingredient. The biggest problem with vitamin C until we came out with this formulation was that it's inherently unstable.
Yes,
Okay.
people talk about it. If you've
All
ever
the time.
watched any skincare shows, if you've ever, you know, vitamin C is unstable.
Right, and in fact it's designed to be so. The way that it actually helps to protect your skin is by sacrificing itself. And that's fine when it's in your skin.
Yeah.
It's not so fine when it's in the bottle on the shelf waiting to be purchased.
Yep.
Okay, so the way you know when vitamin C is losing its efficacy is it starts to discolour.
Absolutely.
It goes yellow or
Yep.
it goes orange.
Yep.
You will have seen it 100 times. And until recently, the only way to get fresh vitamin C was to actually get it in a dry crystal form, so it wasn't in contact with oxygen and moisture, and then you had to like pre-mix it just before you used
Yeah,
it.
a lot of people will remember that.
Right.
But we've solved that problem.
We have.
We've solved that problem today. So we're going to continue with that, but first I've got to remind everybody that the key ingredient with Ikonique is Epidermal. It's in everything. It's in the anti-aging creams, it's in the collagen serum, it's in the cleanser, and it's in the vitamin C. Let's learn more.
Occasionally there is a breakthrough in technology that changes everything. Whether it be smartphones, digital media, or even driverless cars, we all can benefit. For the skincare industry, harnessing epidermal growth factors promises to be one such leap forward. Epidermal growth factors are messenger molecules that have a regenerative cosmetic effect on the skin's appearance. Their role was discovered by an Italian woman, Rita Levi-Montalcini. She and her colleague were later awarded the 1986 Nobel Prize in Medicine. In the 21st century, a Spanish company, Lipotru, set about applying the early research to skincare. In doing so, they pioneered the use of biofactories, where plants grow the scientific skincare ingredients. And there is a very local element to this process. In 1843, Sir Charles Darwin's ship identified in Australia a new plant species. It is this very plant that Lipotru now uses in its biofactories. Epidermal is the premium skincare ingredient produced by Lipotru. The cosmetic impact of Epidermal has been extensively trialled, and the results are impressive. 41% increase in hyaluronic acid synthesis, 123% increase in young collagen synthesis, 26% increase in mature collagen synthesis, 45% increase in elastin synthesis, 92% increase in skin elasticity. The trials showed that Epidermal can reduce the appearance of skin aging by up to 10 years. Lipotru has chosen Ikonique as a priority partner in the application of Epidermal to skincare formulations. Each product in the Ikonique treatment range includes Epidermal. Lipotru, Ikonique, and Epidermal. Truly intelligent skincare.
Well, you've tuned in at exactly the right time, because this is the launch of the vitamin C serum from Ikonique. If you're anybody that's battling the new wrinkle, that's really what I call pigmentation. It's really the wrinkle that's harder to fight than the actual wrinkles. So many people out there have the dullness, the tired skin, the lack of luster, the lack of brightness. It makes us look older. In fact, I think there'd be a lot of people that say, give me a couple more wrinkles and take this dullness away, because if you look bright and energized and clear, a couple of wrinkles are nothing. You feel young, you look younger. That's where vitamin C comes in, but it's always been so unstable. It's sensitized us to the sun, but not with Ikonique. Launching today, the vitamin C serum. We've given you the details. They are on your screen, everybody, and it's time to get shopping, because even if you don't use Ikonique, you can slip this vitamin C serum into any routine. Any brand you're using, any skincare brand, any creams you're using, you can slip in your vitamin C today. Now, we're giving you the duo. You're saving $79. How good is that? That's the opportunity you have for the launch show, and we can't guarantee the stock and how long it's going to be around, but you're picking up today. Now, Julian, just before we get into it, let's just quickly talk about modern science, because this is where Ikonique is changing things up.
Sure.
We've lost the 80s 80s model, the 90s model,
Yep.
that were really everyone had basically the same thing in a jar.
Yes, true.
When did science change?
Well, I mean, it's been constantly evolving for decades, but in the last 10 years, and particularly in the last 5 years, it's just taken off. The analogy I use would be comparing it to what your first mobile phone was like compared to what you've got in your pocket or your handbag right now. It's just rocket science. And it's the same in good quality, up-to-date, innovative skincare, which is what Ikonique is. And Justine, you mentioned earlier, I get to travel the world. I get to pick the best and then check to make sure the science is real.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done with the full Ikonique range, particularly in this vitamin C product.
We've got everything you need, your antioxidants, your peptides,
Yep.
your hydrators.
Delivery
They're in
system,
the delivery
everything.
system. It's there. Anybody that asks the right questions about skincare, Ikonique's check, 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 check.
Yep.
So when you launch the vitamin C serum, and this is the launch, everybody, of the Hydra-Creme. And it is, again, it's like a hybrid between a gel, a serum, and a cream.
Yeah, it's
the
not
texture
heavy,
is unbelievable.
Not sticky, not tacky. It's
So many
fast
vitamin C
penetrating.
serums are tacky.
They are.
I don't know how you made this one non-tacky.
I'll tell
It's
you,
amazing.
Technically speaking, vitamin C is an oil-soluble molecule.
Right.
Okay, you cannot solubilize it in water.
Right.
Doesn't work.
Okay.
As soon as you have to put it into an oil, you run the risk of it being a bit heavier, a
Yep.
bit stickier, a bit
Yep.
tackier. How we did it is my secret.
Yeah.
But the benefit is for you.
It is a beautiful.
It's very light.
It is beautiful. Now, I can't pump it out and show it to you now because they said if I stain the lounge, I'm sacked. They actually said,
They did
stain
say
the
that.
lounge, lose your job.
They did.
Stain the
I
lounge.
heard them.
I'm going, okay, stain the lounge, lose my job.
Why can't
Stain
we
the
have a
lounge,
second
lose
set
my job.
over here?
We actually have a safe zone. Can we get a shot of the safety zone where the products have been, where we are moving over like a migration of people? We are all moving over there later. There's so much
It's like they're sitting there waiting, you know?
Katrina, didn't they say that? Stay in the lounge, lose your job. And I said, well, how much did the lounge cost? It was like, it costs a lot of money. I said, well, you paid too much for the lounge. Because I have to pump. So anyway, literally, that is live television. I want to be honest. We are not pumping this out now because we're all too scared. Everybody's just petrified. Sue's still trying to work out how the screen keeps changing at the back. I mean, it's a motley crew here today.
Funny that the couch is made of wallpaper. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, Sue's like, oh, what's the couch
feels real.
made of?
Moving right along.
Okay, sorry everybody, we do digress. The girls are here because we do want to talk a little bit about different signs of aging and different products that we've all tried and used. But Sue, you have been using the vitamin C Hydra-Creme for the last week on your hands. This is where vitamin C comes into its own. If you are using it, please use it on your the back of your hands as well.
Yep.
Sue, we use vitamin C on the back of our hands because it just makes sense. That's where we have sunspots.
Yep.
That's where we get the age spots. That's what gives away our age, those little brown stains.
That's exactly
and you
right,
can look
Christine.
at a woman's hands and go,
Yep.
okay, well, that woman's a bit more mature because of those spots on their hands.
It's any part of your body that's exposed to the sun on a regular basis, which is the face, the neck, the décolletage,
Yep.
the back of the hands.
Yep.
If you happen to wear, summer dresses and you've got less coverage on your arms, then you'll see that sun damage. And this formulation can work wherever you've got the melanocytes, the things that are responsible for
the
going
staining.
dark and
Yeah.
light. They lock. This will fix it.
Sue, tell me your experience in the last week, my darling.
Well, I have to say that I think it's improved, but time will tell, and we'll keep going for another few weeks.
Because what you've done is taken a photo with your phone,
Yes.
and then, God love her, she set an alarm on her phone for how many days, Sue?
Julian told me 45 days.
So we've set, she put an alarm on her
Yeah.
phone.
So in 45 days it'll go ring, and then I'll take another photo.
Well, you can't argue with science like that, can you?
Yeah, God love it. I know. Well, that's what we want to see. We want to see, does the product work?
Yeah.
How well does it work? Because vitamin C is all about evening up the skin tone.
Yep.
A lot of us have been in the sun for too long. We now, Katrina and I have very similar skin,
Yep.
uneven skin tone. Katrina, have you been able to use vitamin C in the past?
I have. Oh, as in this particular one?
No, just
no,
in the
I
past.
haven't. No, no.
you've got the perfect skin for vitamin C.
I know.
The perfect skin. This is what we're looking at.
Yep.
Uneven skin tone, a little bit of pigmentation, wanting to brighten the skin. And we're going to send the girls off later and we're going to start using this on their skin and over time as well to start to see the effects of vitamin C serum. Why was it so important for you, Julian, to bring out a vitamin C creme?
Well, I knew how effective vitamin C should be and could be. The downsides were lack of stability, and the other problem, of course, was the sun sensitization. I wasn't going to bring anything to the market that potentially caused the skin to be more susceptible to sun damage. You know, crazy. And we still, of course, like all responsible skincare brands, we all say to our clients, make sure you finish with a sunscreen, okay? Because it's one of the best things you can do as an anti-aging treatment. But a sunscreen, as an of itself, does one thing well, and it's reduce your UV exposure, but it doesn't address hydration or the structure or lines and wrinkles, and it also does not help to even out the tone of the skin.
But this does. So let's talk about what's in it. If you've just tuned in, we are live this Friday afternoon and we're launching the vitamin C Hydra-Creme from Ikonique. It can be cocktailed with your Ikonique range. There is no order of use. It can go any time after cleansing, morning and night, even which a lot of vitamin C serums you cannot use morning and night. And it can be slotted in to any routine. And we've got the duo for $119. So you're actually saving $75. Now, because we are live, if you have questions for Julian, live at openshop.com.au. If you want to say hi to the girls, hi to me, hi to Julian, or any questions about your skin type or Ikonique, you can do that. Let's talk about the ingredients. What is actually in your new Hydra-Creme?
Well, as good as vitamin C is, Justine, it's not going to stand on its own. It needs to be encapsulated properly. It has to be in an environment so that it can work the best it can. So, for those of you who are familiar with the Ikonique range, Dolcevia, which is the cosmetic grade of stevia.
Love it.
Beautiful, natural, certified organic, beautiful ingredient across all 6 of our products, including our vitamin C. There's the magic VCIP. As you can see, it's a patented technology. There's only one company in the world that has worked out how to make this. It's in Japan, and we have a very strong relationship with them. Then we've got the Chroma Bright. The Chroma Bright is a very interesting molecule that cross-links with the vitamin C and increases that evening of the skin tone. That's also unique to us in this combination. The Lipomoist is our delivery system. No point in having vitamin C and Epidermal and Chroma Bright and Dolcevia if you can't deliver them to the right part of the skin. The Lipomoist is also our 24-hour super hydrator. This is a great moisturiser as well. It's not just doing one thing.
And here's the other thing, and I know you've got more in there, Julian, and we'll talk about them later. We'll go back to that. But here's the other thing. With vitamin C, normally not the best hydrators either. So here we've got a vitamin C that doesn't overly sensitize your skin to the sun, and a vitamin C cream here that's also a supreme hydrator, which we don't normally get either. Now, the results are in for the brand new vitamin C serum, the Hydra-Creme vitamin C serum from Ikonique. We're talking about a reduction of skin pigmentation, a 14% increase in skin brightening, that superior stability and pH balance. That's been what's missing in vitamin C products in the past, the stability, the extended skin moisturization profile, 41% increase in the hyaluronic acid synthesis. So that's the moisture there. That's the plumping, isn't it?
That's holding in that moisture and making sure it's long term.
And normally with vitamin C, we can lose moisture. 12% increase in your collagen synthesis. That's your mattress.
123%.
Oh, so 123?
I know that's a big number, and you were thinking, well, 12%
I
would be okay.
thought 12% was okay for collagen synthesis.
Right, 123. And then 45% in elastin. Now, collagen and elastin have to be boosted together. If you boost one and not the other, you don't get the benefit. So having a formulation that gives you that correct ratio of improvement is just magic.
Corinne, can I ask you, is that something that would encourage you to try this product? A 123% increase in your collagen synthesis.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at my age, I really am working hard to keep my skin good. I was a really kind of strong kayaker. I still am.
Yep.
Kayaker and also windsurfer when I was young. I'm also an actress, so the lights and the drying of all the makeup every day and the hair, you need all the help you can get.
Yeah.
So I've been using the Hydra Serum, and that's been making a remarkable kind of improvement on my neck.
Seen it,
Because my neck is really sort of where I start to age. And I'm looking forward to trying this one, because that, with the fact that you don't have to use the sunscreen,
Yes, as much, yeah.
that would be ideal for me with my kayaking.
Isn't it fun aging? You're an actress. So isn't it fun aging on the screen in front of
it's great fun.
everybody? It's so delightful.
And I'd love to ring you up and tell you.
Don't they love to tell you on the street, Juzzy, you look
a little
so
fat.
much more tired than when I used to watch. I said, well, that was 12 years ago, and before about 3 babies and
3 kids,
and you know.
And did you know you've got a double chin now?
Yes, and you're much shorter, Justine, than I thought you were. Much, and you're not that fat. I've had that too. You're not that
The
fat.
camera makes you look heavy.
You're not that fat. But aging, you know, they say it's not for the faint-hearted, and doing it on TV without any shots or anything is even more challenging, because then, you know, people, well, you're aging naturally in front of people.
But you know what, Justine, something occurred to me. Until recently, it was only professional actors and actresses that had to deal with that.
Yeah,
We now
it's
live in
true.
the social
Oh, it's so
media
true.
generation.
So true.
Everyone's Instagrammed, everyone's YouTubed, everyone's on Facebook. So there's actually an ongoing record of the aging process for almost everyone.
Sorry, can I ask Katrina? I'd turn to you if I can, if I could. But because of my hair, I can't turn towards Katrina, but I am addressing you with my eyes. Has that affected you? Because I know you're also in the media and you also have to be on social media.
Sure.
Has it affected you, looking back at yourself and sometimes going, okay, is that me? Because that's not what I used to look like. That's what happens to everybody.
100%. For me, you mentioned before my skin tone. After the kids, I got 3 kids, so my skin just started getting all these little. I had a few freckles before the kids, but then all this pigmentation started to happen. I was like, where did this come from? And so, I don't know, before I started getting into TV and doing red carpet interviews, I was sort of very carefree about walking out with no makeup on. And then, as soon as I got on into TV, everyone's like, you know, you got to wear makeup, and then I'm like, you know what? I really would love to just to walk out and feel comfortable with not having to wear makeup because of my, you know, the skin tone, the discoloration of my skin.
And that's where vitamin C comes in. That's where it comes in, exactly what Katrina just said. And we don't give the girls a script. We honestly bring them in and say, we just want to talk about aging, give you some of the products to try. We fully disclose it that our models here at Openshop get paid. We don't do anything underhanded or anything. So for us, it's just important to have that chat. But that's where vitamin C can come in. If you're looking at dull skin, if you're trying to slap those cheeks to wake them up, you know, if you're trying to pinch the face and say, you know, if your face isn't waking up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's where vitamin C comes in. But it's traditionally been very unstable, traditionally been difficult to use because it does sensitize us to the sun. So here we have the answer to our prayers, and you're saving $75. This is the launch of the vitamin C creme from Ikonique. If you're getting the duo today, you're saving $75. You can order on 132580 or openshop.com.au if it is your first purchase and you haven't bought with Openshop before. We'll give you a further 10% off. Very quick question has come through. How long will one jar last? We are live at openshop.com.au this Friday afternoon. It's 3:59. Carla says I say the time too much. I'm trying not to do it. Carla's like, why do you keep telling people the time? It's so weird. I was like, it's a habit I got into. But just to prove we're live, it's nearly 4 o'clock. Julian,
it is,
yes,
3:59.
I've got a clock. I've got a clock. How long will this jar last us?
So there's a guaranteed 120 pumps in this bottle, and we haven't talked about what's special about the bottle, but it's airless, right? So every time you pump it, you get a metered dose. Not too much, not too little. So you get a consistency. 120, it's actually more than that. So if you use it as directed, you've got at least 3 months worth of high potency vitamin C in that one bottle.
Will you try and find at least 3 months worth of high potency vitamin C that's stable out there in the market? 2 of them for $119. You try and find that. Try and find it absolutely anywhere, because if you can find it and tick all those boxes, also free of parabens, free of genetically modified ingredients, free of animal cruelty, Australian made. If you can find all of those things, then absolutely, we'd all say to you, buy it from them.
Do you know how bad my maths is?
Yes.
It's 4 months, isn't it?
It is
120 divided by 30.
Yeah, if you're doing it once a day.
Once a day, it's 4
Yeah,
months.
and then halve it if you're doing it twice a day. I know, you're so cute, Julian. That's fine. You do very well
But I've got to tell
be
you,
here.
I do know for a fact, not just my wife,
Yes.
certain other ladies who may remain nameless,
Yeah.
do tend to use it twice a day.
Yeah.
It will actually work quicker if you use 1 pump in the morning and 1 pump at
Fabulous.
night. But with 1 pump a day, you're going to be seeing the start of results in about 7 days, which is what you were saying, Sue, and they're going to max out around about 30 to 45 days.
Love it. You're going to start to see those results within 7 days.
Yep.
But of course, you've got the Ikonique promise. We're going to go to a clip now. This is a little bit more about what's in Ikonique. Oh, it's overlay. No animal testing or animal. That's a TV
technical term,
which means you should have kept talking,
Yeah.
Justine.
Yeah.
No animal testing or animal-derived ingredients, free from potentially problematic ingredients, sustainable, recyclable
Yep.
packaging,
Yep.
certified Australian-made and owned,
Yep.
social conscious program, vegan, GMO-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free. Very important. Good to know what you're buying. You know, when you walk into those department stores, here's another thing. When you walk into those department stores, Corinne, sometimes you can't even find someone to take your money to buy a product.
Definitely, and that's one of the biggest problems, I think. I like to try them and work with them at home. I noticed a lot of people don't give samples in the shopping centres either
No.
now. So that's
That
one of the
has
things that's
stopped a
annoyed
lot.
me.
Actually, that's very interesting you bring that up, because yes, that is something that people have stopped doing. And with our 30-day money-back guarantee, you know, we don't say get it home, use it to the very bottom, send it all back and go.
Please.
It's like when my littlest one has 1 bite left on her plate and she goes, I don't like this.
No.
And she pushes it back.
Yeah.
And we go, well, you ate it all.
Yeah, you know
so
what?
you must have liked something about
There are
it.
people that go to restaurants who are not little
You
2 or 3 year
They
olds.
do the same thing. So it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You know, we do honour it. We do ask you to be fair, though.
Yep.
Which camera am I supposed to be looking at? I'm not sure. There you are. Yeah, so you know, use it till you know you haven't your skin's not sensitive to it. Oh, that's the other thing. This range is a great range to use if you do have sensitive skin, and I'd say that about Ikonique.
We built it from the ground. We had a blank piece of paper. It was the first time in my entire career where nothing was ruled in and nothing was ruled out. So I was like a kid in a
Candy store.
Yeah, that was candy store. I was getting my mixed metaphors.
You are.
Yeah. So what we did was we looked at everything, but the number one driver, and I'll be frank, this is because my wife has sensitive skin, and she was really concerned about finding a range that would deliver, that would work, but wouldn't cause her issues.
Yeah.
So she knew I was a formulating chemist. So you go and do it, make it for me. So this could have easily been called, you know, Liz's skincare rather than.
And you know, well, Liz's skincare. I prefer Ikonique.
Yeah, Justine's vitamin C. No.
We'll stick with Ikonique.
So
but I've had messages about that.
Yeah.
I've had people message after the show and say, I've got You will not believe how many people have sensitive skin where they will react to a brand.
True.
And that can happen even with a good sensitive skin brand, because we never know what your skin's going to react to at that time.
Hence the guarantee.
Hence the guarantee, guys. So use it if you need to. It is there. But if you're tuning in, we're launching launching the Vitamin C Hydra-Creme, the refining Hydra-Creme from Ikonique. You're getting 2 of them for $1.19, almost a buy one, get one free deal.
Almost.
Here, almost a buy one, get one free. You're saving 40%. You can slot it into your Ikonique range, just use it after cleansing. You can use it twice a day, just once a day. You've got 120 pumps in here, because how many mils is this?
This is actually a 30 ml, and each one is a metered dose.
Right.
And we formulated the level of vitamin C along with the other ingredients that we'll talk about later.
Yep.
So that 1 pump per day was perfect. 2 pumps a day was double perfect.
Double perfect, I love it. But if you've got another brand that you use, so if you're using other serums and creams, this can go in, because vitamin C is so important for refining the skin. If you've got that rough texture to your skin, if you've got uneven skin tone, if you've got that dull skin. So we're going to talk about the full Ikonique range, but we're coming over now. They've allowed us to get up so we can actually show you the product in action and get away from this expensive lounge that we're not allowed to stay in, guys. So we can move over. 301 007 for the Vitamin C Duo, saving $79. If you need Afterpay as well, you have those 4 payments of $29.75. This is what I'm dying to show you. I'm away from the lounge, so I can pump away. It is a Hydra-Creme. It is like a beautiful, almost like a gorgeous, and when you get it home, you have to prime it, because I grabbed this one from the...
Out of the box.
Straight out of the box. Has anyone got a nice primed one there?
There should be some
because I want
here.
a primed one. I want to show everybody the texture, because it is the texture of this product that makes all the difference, Julian. It is like almost like a gel cream, like a hybrid formulation.
And look at the colour of it. It's a white lotion. Now, you don't normally expect to see that in any product containing vitamin C.
It's true.
In fact, I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but some manufacturers, knowing that the vitamin C is going to oxidise and discolour, pre-colour the product yellow or orange to disguise the fact.
Well, that's right. And that, of course, is more chemicals that you're getting, more colouring in your skincare that you don't need. Have a play, girls, with your vitamin C serum. We want you to have a little bit of a play with it, because the other key with this is it's not sticky. No. So if you've used a vitamin C serum before, a vitamin C cream, a vitamin C type product, you've had to pre-mix it. You've had to use it within those 21 days.
Or less.
Or less than that, because it's unstable. Vitamin C is notoriously unstable. Here we have a product, Julian, that's not sticky. How did you do it?
I would call this user-friendly vitamin C.
Yes.
You know, what we've said is people are not using vitamin C, and they should be. It's fantastic, as we said earlier, but it hasn't been available in a user-friendly, guaranteed form until now. But as I think you were seeing there, as the beautiful girls here, and yourself, Justine, being beautiful as well. We're pumping the product. It comes out as a very light white lotion.
Girls, first impressions.
Absolutely beautiful and silky, but it just looks smooth straight away. I don't know whether I'm just imagining it, but it looks smooth.
No tackiness.
No.
No tackiness. Try finding a vitamin C product that's not a bit tacky or a bit sticky. And that's the difference, of course, with the refining vitamin C serum from Ikonique. We don't have the tackiness. We don't have this stickiness. And today we are launching it as part of the Ikonique range. Julian, so people at home that are using Ikonique, remember you can use this vitamin C Hydra-Creme with any range you've got at home. But if they're using it with Ikonique, what is the order of use?
So, okay, you always want to prepare the skin. That's important, all right? So you use our gentle cleansing hydrogel first.
Right.
Usually in the morning, in the shower, super simple, super quick, begins the anti-aging process. Then every 2 or 3 days, you would use our exfoliator, which is not an abrasive exfoliator, so it doesn't have any beads or seeds, doesn't scratch the skin. It just does the job while hydrating the skin. And then you move into our 4 treatment products. And the vitamin C being absolutely key to that anti-aging process, but in terms of when you use it, you can't do it wrong. So you can use it in the morning, you can use it at night, you can use it in combination with our anti-wrinkle or our ultra collagen or our age defense. You cannot stop the efficacy of the formula in terms of what else you mix it with.
Don't forget, because this is a product that is about brightening, that is about evening the skin, that is about texture, please use it on the back of your hands. Please use it down the chest. If you've got that permanent burn mark on the chest, if you're someone that's got the uneven skin tone, you're always putting foundation on or looking for higher dresses and higher necklines, you must be using a vitamin C serum. If you have any chance of battling that look, vitamin C is a must-have. But notoriously unstable. Used to have to be mixed, pre-mixed. If it wasn't a pre-mixed vitamin C, often tacky, often sticky, and people didn't like the texture. And more often than not, it would sensitize you to the sun. So this is a form of vitamin C that's not overly sensitizing us to the sun. Still use your sunscreen, but you don't have to use more. Now, very quickly, I have to tell them how to order. This is the launch. Everybody, you've tuned into the launch of the Vitamin C Hydra-Creme from Ikonique. This is really a duo where you're almost getting a buy one, get one free. 120 pumps in each bottle, $119, should be nearly $180. You're saving $79 today. 301-007. You can order on 132580. You can go to our website, openshop.com.au. But that $119 will give you credit points that will go on your account for shopping. More shopping, check your credit points on the 15th of next month, because that's where they will go onto your account for more spending with us here at Openshop. And don't forget, free express delivery. So $119 for 220 uses of vitamin C. I mean, that is
240.
240.
Sorry to keep correcting you, Justine. I know you hate it when I do that.
We're both bad with maths. We're going to be back in just a moment. So if you've just joined us, we're here with Julian Jones. I just want to go back for just a moment, because Julian, it is important people come in and out of the show. Just for people to understand. Ikonique, why Ikonique? Why the name? Why the lotus flower? Tell them about yourself.
Well, when I was brainstorming what I was going to call the range, as you said, I've done a lot of work with a lot of other brands over the years, but this is my baby. And I figured that Ikonique, it's about being unique. It's about being the best you can be. And that's why I went with Ikonique, because obviously it's a little bit of a play on the word iconic. And the reason that we use the gorgeous lotus as our symbol on this beautiful backdrop,
that according to Sue was hand painted by a group of poor Sue. They're going to be so mad that I make Sue only just if you've just tuned in, Sue only recently discovered that this was an electronic screen behind us. She thought someone was wallpapering a different logo before every show. I'm so sorry, Sue.
You know what? We're driving the control room nuts here, because we need a wide shot to show that beautiful lotus there. On the side of it. Here it comes. I think we're just about to get a shot of it.
Oh yes,
but the reason we did that was because
there it is.
Honestly, there is no skin type and there is no age of skin that we can't improve. That is the honest truth.
Well, what is the Ikonique promise? Just remind them again. I know the lotus flower because it grows out of mud. That's why you chose that, really,
and basically
doesn't it?
From the humblest of beginnings, we can create great beauty.
I love it. I love it. And then that led on to your promise. Julian, what is the Ikonique promise to the Open Shop viewer today?
So my personal promise to you with my brand, with Ikonique, is up to 10 years younger looking and feeling skin in 28 days with a money-back guarantee. And we haven't yet really gone into the epitensive. I know we're going to, but that is what actually made it possible to give you that guarantee, to give you that promise. And we did that specifically when we came to Openshop.
Well, let's talk about the products that we launched here at Openshop, the rest of the treatment products from Ikonique. The pack that we're going to show you up next includes your cleanser, your Ultra Collagen Serum, the meat and potatoes, that's where the guts is for anti-wrinkle. And with the cream that's in the pack, you can either choose the two creams. So you've either got anti-wrinkle or the age defense. What's the difference for our viewers?
Okay, so what we're doing there is it's a duo offer at a very, very good price. So in both of those packs, you're going to get our Ultra Collagen Hydra Serum. Now that is our long-term 24-hour hydrator. Hydration in the industry is long-term moisturization, okay? And that's really important. So you're going to get that in either of these two packs. And then you get the choice choice of either the anti-wrinkle, which is very much focused on expression lines and wrinkles, and it will give you up to about a 65% reduction in visible lines and wrinkles in that same 28-day period.
Right.
That's the anti-wrinkle. It also has hydration actives. It has lots of other good things, other good peptides as well. But its number one job is to reduce those lines and wrinkles.
Okay, so let's look at the girls and then try and tell you at home what Julian would suggest, who's anti-wrinkle and who's the Hydra-Creme. Because remember, in the pack, you both get the same, both packs have the same cleanser, both
Not
packs
cleanser, they have the collagen.
Both have the
serum.
collagen,
Yep.
and then you have to choose your cream. So who would Sue be, for example?
Okay, so let's assume for a minute that you've used your Ultra Collagen Hydra Serum, which is for everybody.
Everybody.
Then looking at Sue, and I mean, you have got incredibly young-looking skin. I mean, you've obviously looked after it, and you've probably got good DNA, and that's a part of everyone's skin story. But I would probably be suggesting the age defence rather than the anti-wrinkle, because the age defence is about giving some extra TLC, some extra love and attention to slightly more mature skin.
Yep.
You obviously, when you smile like you are now beautifully at the camera, you know, there are expression lines and wrinkles there. We don't want your face to be frozen. We want people to know when you're happy, and unfortunately, when you're not so happy. But your resting face is beautiful. So it would be the age defence that I would recommend.
What
to you.
about for Katrina?
Okay, so Katrina is a little bit younger and a different skin type altogether. But you have said to me, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this with our viewers, but
What have I said?
there's a little bit of crow's feet around the edges of the eyes there. That's something that, you know, probably you're more aware of than anybody else is. But it's about self-confidence. So I'd be suggesting for you, obviously the Ultra Collagen. Let's get that hydration right. I know you've been using it and loving it. But then I'd be recommending the anti-wrinkle for you, because that sort of persistent micro crow's feet around the eyes is an expression wrinkle. It's a memory wrinkle, and what we want to do is relax that area, and that's exactly what the anti-wrinkle, the Ikonique anti-wrinkle Hydra-Creme does.
Okay, and going over to Corinne, because remember in this pack for $129, everybody's getting their collagen serum. So remember that, everyone's getting the collagen serum, and then you just choose between the two creams.
Yep.
Which cream would you recommend? Which creme would you recommend for Corinne?
Well, I have to say, once again, you know, Openshop are fantastic in providing such beautiful models for us to talk to and to try the products. And, you know, I would normally say, you know, for a woman of around about, you know, your age, which is, you know, 42, I'd be suggesting that you would probably be looking at the anti-wrinkle, But in actual fact, once again, your skin tone is very nice. It's very good. I would probably be suggesting that it's the age defence that's going to give you, you know, if there's one product in the range. What I will say is, for all three of you, the vitamin C is an extra level of care and improvement. So we're talking here now at the moment about, you know, the Ultra Collagen with either the anti-wrinkle or the age defence. And as we said, Justine, the vitamin C plugs into either of those packs really well.
Absolutely. So we're showing you two packs today. So one is the vitamin C duo, because we launched the vitamin C as stable vitamin C from Ikonique. And the second pack is the pack we're looking at right now, where you get your collagen serum, and then you just choose which of the creams you want, either your anti-wrinkle or age defence. If you have any questions, we are live at 4:17, so you can actually send us through an email, live@openshop.com.au. Now, we've just had an email from, who is it, Jace? Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Thank you, she's learnt so much. I can barely hear you, Jace, that's probably why I'm not. Sorry. Jenny's written in as well.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny identifies with Sue, and she'll be ordering the vitamin C pack and the age defence pack, because they all slot in, and she said, thank you, Julian, for explaining it. And that's what you don't get on the department route. That's what you don't get if you're buying online, and you don't get if you're going into the department store. You can't even find someone to take your credit card when you want to buy something.
Do you know what? There's a little bit of a joke. I went into a department store just as a test for a very high-end brand. I'm talking $300-400 a bottle. And I'm not criticising the person behind the counter, they hadn't been trained well. And I said, what's the delivery system in this particular amazing product? And she said, Australia Post, I think.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
believe it.
yeah.
Well, that's what you get, and that is that's the home shopping model. That you get the description, you get why they formulated it, what's in it, and we're so proud to say, you know, it's free of parabens, it's made here in Australia,
Yep.
it's animal cruelty free, and all of that. And because of that as well, because you're buying on home shopping, you don't get the inflated prices
Yep.
because it's Julian to us to you. There are really 3 levels, 2 levels really of profit, as opposed to 4, 5, 6 levels in a bricks and mortar
Yep.
store. So
not to mention some of those multi-level
that's
offers
right.
out there at the moment.
And someone's got to pay the supermodel, and someone's got to pay the actress, and all of that. But let's talk collagen. The collagen serum. So we're currently talking about this 2-pack that you can pick up, but all of them come, regardless of which one you're buying.
Yep.
The Ultra Collagen Hydra
Yep.
Serum. It's got the Dulcivia in there. It's got your aldanine, your trilegen, your diffuporin, your lipomoist, your hyadocine, your hyanify, your Epidermal. These are gold standards in skincare, Julian.
They absolutely are. These have earned the right to be in what I consider to be one of, if not the best formulated range in the world. And I can say that with some efficacy because I know what's in all those other products. And a lot of them have got 1 or 2 of these,
Yep.
and they hang their whole marketing story on it. We've got all of them. Look at these numbers again. This is just the Ultra Collagen, 133% increase in hydration. You know, big numbers, 93% reduction in wrinkle volume. Now, this isn't even the anti-wrinkle cream, right? This is our super hydrator,
Yeah.
but it also combines and works synergistically to give you massive reductions in
They're huge numbers,
appearance of
guys.
wrinkle.
Huge
Yeah.
numbers. 133% increase in hydration.
Yep.
You're going to look younger.
Yep.
You're going to look plumper. You're going to look like you've well slept with 133% in hydration. So that's the collagen serum. That's the ingredients. That's the proven numbers behind the results that you're going to see in the mirror. But Julian, you said that Sue would do well with age defense. So if
Yep.
you're choosing, if you look at our beautiful Sue and say, okay, I'm identifying
Yep.
with some of her aging issues, you're picking up the age defense kit today. So let's talk about that age defense cream now, Julian.
So-
Here's what's in it.
Yeah, exactly right. The age defense formulation, and you will find that each of them are different. They each have a reason for being. You're not paying for the same thing in multiple different, bottles. So here, the Dolcivia across the whole range. But here, if you look, we've got the adiphyline, the cerullacine, the relastase, the bodyfensin,
all there.
the probacillus revive, and then we've still got the epitensive, and we've got the lipomoist. That's a different set of peptides laid together. It's specifically formulated for more mature skin
Yep.
or for prematurely aged skin.
So if you have more mature skin, prematurely aged skin, you're picking up the age defense pack.
Yep.
Okay, just speak to our operators on 132580 and they'll tell you what to get. But here are some of the results you can expect if you do choose the age defense Hydra-Creme. This is on top of Julian's promise. A 45% increase in elastin synthesis, 164% in collagen 1, 26% in mature collagen synthesis. That's your deep wrinkles, cheek volume, skin smoothness, skin tightness, 51% reduction in wrinkles and 28% reduction in wrinkles. That's the Hydra-Creme pack.
Yep.
But let's go to the age defense pack. Is that right? Yeah? Can we do that? Oh, sorry, no, we just did. Now we're doing anti-wrinkle.
Yep.
So age defense Hydra-Creme, sorry, that's what we just did with Sue. Anti-wrinkle. Now that is... who's using that? That's Katrina?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so if you
Because of
identify
those,
with Katrina.
Because of those crow's feet around the eyes,
Okay.
which Katrina herself identified as being a concern.
So anti-wrinkle, besides looking at Katrina and saying, okay, I identify with that, who else is picking up the anti-wrinkle pack today? What's a rule of thumb for them, Julian?
Yeah, look, it's really interesting with wrinkles. They don't seem to be consistent to one particular kind of skin.
Yep.
It's more to do with your environment, your work environment. If you're working, in an air-conditioned office, for instance, and the hydration levels have dropped, let's say over a few years, then you will start to see an increase in the level of lines and wrinkles. So what we've got here, once again, the Dolcivia, you see how that's right across all 6 of the products. But look at the different peptide layering here. Snap 8. 63% reduction in lines and wrinkles just from that peptide alone. Lufazil, Iniline, Diffuporin, Hyadocine's making a second appearance. The Lipomoist is the hydrated delivery system, and there's the epidermal growth factor, the epitensive.
And here's the results. If you're picking up up the anti-wrinkle creme to go with your collagen today. 63% reduction in wrinkle depth. That is huge. You've got your 39% reduction in wrinkle volume. So it goes on and on. 133% increase in hydration. 123% increase in your young collagen synthesis. So we are talking about some serious numbers, some serious results. So $129 will get you that powerful Ultra Collagen Serum, and you just choose whether you're getting wrinkle reduction or age defense as your cream. Remember, a further 10% off if it's your first purchase. Remember, Australian made. And if you can add in the duo of your vitamin C.
Perfect. Do you know what I was thinking? See that beautiful tree over there?
Yeah.
Vitamin C.
Perfect.
Vitamin Christmas.
It's the gift of brightness.
How good
It's
is
the
that?
gift of brightness. So we're going to change the details now to give you those details on the vitamin C duo. $119. 120 pumps per bottle. You're getting 2 bottles. It's stable vitamin C. It's made here in Australia, and it's one of the only forms of vitamin C that doesn't sensitize you to the sun. So still wear your sunscreen, but you don't have to wear more, like much more like you normally would. Use Afterpay if you need to, everybody. And don't forget as well, a further 10% off and free delivery on everything. Julian, we've got 1 minute left in the show. I don't even know how that happened.
We didn't even mention the exfoliator because that's actually available too,
Look for it
isn't
online. It's not scrubbing, not tearing. It's a leave-on exfoliating gel. But remember, this has all been about the launch of the vitamin C. Well done, Julian.
Thank you.
Because this is a brightening product. So for anyone that's looking dull, tired, or aged, you need to be using the vitamin C.
Have you noticed the girls caressing their hands?
We've got to go.
You see?
4, 3, 2, 1. Not sticky. Bye, everybody. Thank you, girls.